Well, it's 11 at night, something like that. I woke up and thought it was 8 o'clock in the morning. Nope. So, yeah, there's that. I think this camera is sitting crooked now that I look at it. Oh well, don't care. Um, so what's going on with me? I wake up and I feel okay for a little bit. Shit blood again this morning. That's always fun. My oxygen dropped again last night. I cannot wait to get my orders in and actually have something to monitor me throughout the night to see what exactly is going on with my heart and my breathing and my oxygen. Um, yeah, tests that you should be able to go to a doctor's for. But no. The last test I went for was a chest x-ray, and ever since I haven't had another test. No wonder why, hey? So yeah, looking forward to that, and plus the ultrasound. I'd love to see an ultrasound of my beating heart, just because I think that would be cool to begin with. And secondly, to see if the parasites aren't in my heart too, because they're obviously in my lungs. I saw it on the x-ray. Yeah, so I had this doctor's appointment, and now I'm kind of reflecting, had some time to reflect on it. And he completely ignored everything else. My headache, we didn't even get to me shitting blood. We didn't get to the fact that my headache went away when my ear exploded. He was so concentrated on my psych meds and the words on the screen that he pays no attention to anything I have to say. So, if you Google steroids and parasite infection, it makes it worse. So he put me on a nebulizer and all these other things. The whole reason, like the whole bacterial vaginosis, I actually got from a doctor, believe it or not, because he pulled the thing that they put inside you out of the fucking garbage. And yeah, I used it because he was in a rush to give me an abortion. Frustrated because I'd gone to my doctor and told him I was raped and abused and drugged and told I was delusional and end up with this baby that I'm going to end up getting drugged and raped and thrown downstairs, and it's no life, that's no beginning. Like, yeah. So I chose to go in for a lot of abortions thinking, I got abortion, but I didn't. And he reads on the screen that I'm a drug addict whore, that I just went in for all these abortions, and that I have all these children but don't tell me. Is really frustrating. He's a really good puppet, is what he is. But he's so fucking arrogant, and I'm so tired of dealing with him. And I was really hoping to have like a little bit of a network put together. Like, if they're gonna kill me, at least fucking, yeah. But what am I doing with my time instead? I'm making videos and posting them. So, yeah, I asked nicely. They won't let me live. They want me dead so bad. Fine. I've lived enough lifetimes. Like, on the screen, I'm such a horrible fucking person, but in reality, I went through a lot of trauma so that other women didn't have to. I've built buildings that shelter women from abuse. I just try to think of it that way. Like, I'm just a part of a study and they've erased all the records, but they can't erase me, so what do they do with me? And it's like they let me go through such violence, and they took pictures and did nothing, and they're never gonna admit it. they're never going to admit anything. But anyways, back to the whole bacterial vaginosis fucking bullshit. So I've been struggling with that for like 7 years. And it's kind of a catch-22 because the two medication in combination to the ones that you have to take to get rid of the infection actually kills off parasites, right? So I had a pharmacist after I went to the pharmacy, and the pharmacist laughed at me and told me I was delusional or whatever. And yeah, so the other pharmacist had actually started treating me, and he would give me really large doses. And so that actually worked. And then the pharmacist disappeared. He was a good pharmacist. Like, when I'd withdraw after I got out of the hospital, being drugged in my sleep, like, he was always there to give me the pills I needed so I wouldn't withdraw, so I wouldn't lose my job, so I'd be able to get back to work. So my life wasn't so violent, and I don't have that today, and I really wish I did. I don't know, I'm so scattered, I'm so everywhere. There's just so much that's happened. And I have so much anxiety over once I do get all these results. Once I get, like, if they're showing up in x-rays, I bet you could probably see more in an ultrasound. So, I mean, we'll see. And then another thing about the ultrasound is, so they say I'm crazy because they keep putting antipsychotic implants in me. So everybody's like, yeah, right, blah, 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 they don't even exist. Well, I got a scar on my arm right here. I don't know if you can see that. I got another scar right here. And the one right here, I popped out. The one right here, the doctor said I didn't need. And that was when I was pregnant with Travis. And that was after I told him I was drugged and I was raped. And he told me I was delusional. You know, and I think of all these doctors having to follow the words on the screen, and me telling the truth in the past, and I've destroyed so many doctors that didn't have the choice to help me. I was so angry at the doctors and not at the words on the screen. So I needed to adjust my train of thought to be able to deal with going into hospitals and going into doctor's appointments. And, you know, you go in with a sore throat and you shouldn't be fighting the same sore throat, 4 months later? And it's all up in my cheek now, and it's... anyways, I'm just frustrated, I guess. After everything I've survived, they point me out as such a villain, as such a bad person. They write these words on the screen to protect themselves and to destroy me. And I'm tired of living like that. I'm tired of being two different fucking people. The person on the screen and then the person I really am. I mean, I'm tired of my sheer existence destroying people. Like, they get told these lies and then they find out the truth and they know they can't help me and they get destroyed. It's one of the reasons I've let my doctor be such a fucking puppet and that I haven't spoken out. Anyways, that's my morning rant. Because it's morning to me, because I just woke up. Yeah, I don't know if I'll post this one or not, but That's my frustrations. Just basic shit that I think about. And then you get the flashbacks on top of it. What other doctors have said to you. And the drama. And it's hard. It's hard not to think about all that shit when you're reflecting back on your life because you're about to die. And shit ain't right. So, get my ultrasound, get my chest shit, and I don't know, maybe I will go to a different province so I can see if the words aren't on the screen. It's been something I've been thinking about for a long time. And I sold my car. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult getting there. But there's buses. I could take a bus. Yeah. So I need a place to stay once I get there, I guess. Sounds like a whole bunch of money to me that I don't have because I spent everything on ultrasound machines. Yeah. That's what's going on with me tonight, this morning. Doesn't even fucking matter anymore. That's all I do. Sleep, wake up for 3 hours, go back to sleep. I'm so sick and I have no energy left, and I know I'm gonna die soon. I know one of these nights I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm not gonna wake up. And I wanna make sure that I don't die with the words on the screen. I die with the truth and the real person that I actually am. Because what they've done is so wrong. So fucking wrong. They could have made the choice to help me after I left. You know? But they didn't. They write words on the screen that gets me drugged and put back in this world of violence, unable to work, stuck in bed. You know, I'm reflecting on how many months I've spent in bed because I've been drugged. It's bullshit. And this cycle of fighting for my life and the hopelessness. I know there's no living for me. It's like, it's been pointed out enough times that I must die, so it's like, okay, I'll die, but the truth shall be told. 5 doctors came together, put me in a study, took my children, told me I was delusional. I live with the scars. I live with the stretch marks on my stomach. I live with children that will never talk to me. I've met my children. So much has happened in those last 5 years. And the words on the screen keep getting worse. It's all coming to an end because I'm done playing their fucking games.